it is about using Power BI to identify self-isolating students. And this is something that when I've shown it to other teachers, generally they're very enthusiastic about it and want to take it back to their school to use. It is something that we are providing some additional resources for, so that you can use it in your school, at this time. So essentially what the problem was that we have students who are self-isolating due to COVID-19, whether that be because they've got symptoms or because they've been in contact with someone who has symptoms. And as we know, as we talked about earlier, we're required to provide immediate remote education for those students. So how do teachers know which students they need to provide for? Well, you could go down the road of having every time a student is going to be self-isolating, emails go out, but you end up, particularly if you have lots of them, with, how do teachers keep track of who's in, who's not, when are they due back, etc., etc. You could create a shared spreadsheet, I suppose, with a member of the admin team putting that together for you and constantly updating it. But what we've tried to do is to do something that is much more time-saving for teachers and for admin staff. So what we do is we use Power BI and we use automated extracts from Sims. And I'm very much speaking on this slide to those data managers or leadership colleagues who know what I'm talking about here in terms of extracting this data from Sims. So these are the kind of reports that you need to pull out, and we'll be sharing for you some report definition files for Sims. So if you use Sims, you'll be able to have these templates which will pull this data out of Sims for you. And then all of that data then gets pulled into Power BI, and we have this on a 2-hour cycle. And this is what the dashboard looks like. So the teacher goes into it, they choose their name from the drop-down box at the top, and then on the left-hand side, it will show all the classes that they teach for the next 14 days, where there is a student or one or more students who is self-isolating. And then when they click on the class on the left-hand side, then on the right-hand side, it will show who the student is, and they'll know that they need to provide work for that student. And in the bottom right-hand corner, there's just a little link to our plan around that, just to remind staff what it is they need to provide in this circumstance. So as I say, if you want these files and are interested in having this for your school, then if you send me an email, there's my address there, and I can give you these resources, the template for the Power BI, the Sims definition files, the calendar file, and the instruction file.